You've probably seen the headlines. Because of the government shutdown, the food you eat is not being inspected. But experts say don't panic. So why do they think our food is still safe? Let's break it down. First up, meat. Meat processors are not allowed to operate without a USDA inspector on site. So they are working through the shutdown. They just aren't getting paid. Most other food factories are monitored by the FDA. Normally, they do routine inspections every few weeks. That means not a lot of inspections have been missed so far. And FDA inspectors that monitor foreign food coming into the U.S. are still on the job. Also, most U.S. food companies are still inspected as part of a private food safety system. That's oftentimes stricter than the government. The idea being most companies don't want to poison their customers. It's just bad for the bottom line. The one area of concern is small factories that don't supply big stores and are really only monitored by the FDA. So while experts say there is no reason to be concerned just yet, the longer this shutdown goes on, the harder that will be to swallow. With the Why, I'm Rekha Muttaraj for H-Town Rush.